Hey, aloha guys, Eric West here, hawaiirealestate.org. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new, and you could very well be new, if you're one of the 200,000 people that subscribed to the channel during the Lahaina tragedy, this video is going to be a little bit different than what I normally do. I'm going to actually attempt to do what I actually did from I don't know, all my YouTube career pretty much, which is share a little bit about Maui real estate, share a little bit about what's going on Maui, show you the best places to park, but more importantly right now, to give you a little window into what it's like to be on Maui right now, because I think we're at a stage right now, after the horrific tragedy that occurred, it's very pivotal in the momentum of the direction, not just from keeping this fresh and alive in the minds of people, and everything that needs to happen with the investigation and holding people accountable and the freedom of information requests that we're doing and really trying to get to the bottom of it, but also kind of a return to normalcy as well, in the sense of, hey, people still need to make a living. I still have to sell real estate because that's how I pay for my mortgage, and getting you guys to come back to Maui, because if you don't, that's what our whole economy is based on, is visitors like you. And same with the real estate business. The real estate business depends on people like you that are in the real estate market to come over here and keep buying homes and condos and land, and to not be scared or not to think that there's something weird going on here, because there's not. It's actually kind of normal. And I think it's okay to get back to some level of normalcy. I'm not saying it's normal for the families that are suffering. Matter of fact, I met with 2 families today that are living obviously not in their houses. We're continuing to give them money from the Lahaina Fire Fund. We've almost got it all distributed, but not quite. But I'm still fully engaged with seeing their lives destroyed. And so I'm not saying it's normal for them, because it's not. It's anything but normal. But there are other people on the island, obviously, that didn't suffer the horrific loss, and there's got to be some normalcy that returns. So for me, this is kind of weird doing this video right now, because this is kind of normal for me. It's what I used to do all the time. So if you haven't seen my previous content, go back and look at it. Me going live and just talking and sharing Maui is something I've done for years, almost daily since COVID. So me going live and sharing what's going on this island is just something I've always done. So I want to get back to it, because it's like I love doing it. I know it's called the Maui Fix. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, you can get your Maui Fix here, and I want to bring it to you because now is more important than ever to give you that fix so that you come back and you'll start to get re-engaged. And I think what you're going to find is a very special opportunity to experience Maui, to support the community, to support the economy, and just to step up. And that's what I hope everybody will do. So in this video, I'm going to do 3 things, right? Get out of the way of my camera. No, that's the 4th thing. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you real quickly this beautiful opportunity to purchase this amazing house, because this house is literally one of the best values, one of the best opportunities. And that's one of the things I saw during COVID, is the smart money always comes in when things are kind of down and out, and that's when they make their acquisitions, because they know it's like, it's not the best time, but it actually is the best time because it's not normal. So this is like a little break in the action, and I'm going to prove that to you. I'm going to put a link in the description of the most recent real estate Maui statistics when the live is over, so that you can see for yourself. And honestly, we're just getting back to normal, like what we used to be before the mayhem of market just craziness. It's just kind of getting back to a normal flow of transactions. It does seem a lot slower than it was, but you have to understand, we just came out of the most crazy real estate boom of all time. But the business is still happening, and people still need to sell, people still need to buy, people still need homes. And this home right here is in Kaanapali Golf Estates, and I'm gonna put a link in the description. It's kaanapalihome.net, but at just over $700 a square foot, including a 0.4, almost half an acre lot, and over $400,000 recently put into this property. And it's right in I mean, we're gonna go to the beach, by the way. I'm gonna get on my one wheel. I'm just do everything like I used to always do. Show you how close you can get. Hopefully the 3G, 5G, 4G, 1G holds up and we can do this experience together. But I'm gonna put a link in the description after this video, kaanapalihome.net, and also a link to the Maui real estate statistics. So if you are a buyer, if you are curious, you wanna see what's going on, all the data will be there. We're going to take a quick trip down to Kaanapali on the one wheel like I've always done. Hopefully I still know how to ride it. And then you'll get to see what the vibe is like here. And I'm going to talk the whole time about kind of what it's like to be on Maui right now. But never forgetting, and never, matter of fact, just came from the crosses. I was just there. I just photographed every cross on the bypass. There's 138 of them. Some have more than one name. So if the death toll is 97, there's 138 crosses. Again, it's just never far from my mind, ever. And I will continue to do everything I can as a citizen journalist to uncover the truth. I'll always be committed to that. But at some point, we got to get back to doing normal stuff, like giving you your Maui fix, showing you some real estate, and having a little bit of fun together. So hopefully that's okay with you. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please do so. This channel has been fully shadow banned. There's no question. I can show you the numbers. It's crazy what has happened, but you can change that by just subscribing. So let's real quick, before we go on the one wheel, take a quick peek into this beautiful house. Enough about me, more about this beautiful home. Kaanapali home.net is where it's at. So beautiful little pool right here, huh? Yes, I love that bean pool, man. It's the classic Maui bean pool. Right here, right on the golf course. And there are some peekaboo views from the property. It's not a super huge like ocean view home, you know, but there are a few peekaboos here and there. But in terms of the size, 4,799, 4,799 square feet. I'm not going to give you the full tour. That would take a little bit too long. But I just wanted to show you really quickly before we get on the one wheel. Massive, great room, second story. But the cool thing, even though it's a two-story, you can do all your living down here. So imagine this is your main floor master right here. And you can just head right out to the pool, which is where I was just at. Nice shot of the pool. You have a beautiful, this is all obviously air conditioned, over $400,000 recently invested. A nice big walk-in closet. Showers over there. Just a real quick, just a little mini tour. Again, I'll put the link in the description, Kaanapali.net. The home just across the street, this is for sale for $345,000. The home just across the street went under contract before the fire, closed for, I think, $1 million more, like $4.5 million. The lots next door recently, not recently, but sold for $800,000. There's two, I believe, half-acre lots right next door, so the land value is about $800K. So you can just kind of back into the number, but this is a fantastic value. I mean, this is just, and what an opportunity if you wanted to purchase this home and then make it available to a family to rent. You could do some subsidized, discounted rent if you wanted to help the community. Of course, you're buying it at a very good price, so you'd have an investment. We know that Maui is just going to continue to go up. There's no question about that. But you have an opportunity if you wanted to do something philanthropic. And then, of course, we're going to go right down there to Kaanapali. But just a beautiful, gorgeous home. Very, very meticulously maintained, very lightly used. This was a true second home. The family, large family, it sleeps 22 people. So imagine how many displaced people you could house in this house if you wanted to. But beautiful vacation style second home if you wanted it to be. Again, your main floor master, you can do all your living on the main floor. Then you have a second master up top, 3 more bedrooms. Gorgeous. Very private lot. All this new landscaping was recently put in. Just absolutely meticulously maintained, and a beautiful shot of the West Maui Mountains from your backyard. So I will put a link in the description, kaanapalihome.net. Also, the Maui statistics, the real estate statistics just came out, so we have a full report we'll share with you so you can see what the market's doing. Median sale price, medium home prices went up. Average home price went slightly down. Condo median and condo average went up. So the market is not crashing, but there's opportunity because obviously everything that has transpired just creates a little bit of an opportunity as the market pauses. So sales are off about 30% year over year. But again, last year was just a booming year. So this is the home that just sold across the street for, I think, 4.5. All right, so here we're gonna do it. All right, guys, I know, it's been a while, right? I'm all about the electric bikes, electric cars. and electric one wheels. Yes, sir. I know. Oh, you guys have never seen me do a live. You're probably like, what the heck? That's right. I'm that crazy guy that gets on the one wheel. And then we're going to show you what the vibe is like in Kaanapali. So we're going to go down to the ocean. So if you owned this home, this is how fast you could be down on the water. We call it the golf cart lifestyle because you could have a golf cart. Matter of fact, check it out. This has a 3-car garage. It is a full 3-car garage. It's a little bit of a white unicorn on Maui. Not many 3-car garages here. I know that sounds crazy. Obviously, that could be your golf cart bay if you wanted it to be. But we call it the golf cart lifestyle because basically you can just get on your golf cart or your one wheel or your e-bike, or you can just walk. And next thing you know, you are chilling on the beach of Kaanapali. Or you're going out to dinner. Last night, Lisa and I went to Leilani's, and it was fabulous. Restaurant was packed. And this is going to give you a little sense of the streetscape. Obviously, we've got royal palms on both sides, royal palms throughout this whole neighborhood. Here's those 2 lots that sold, I think about a year or 2 ago. $800K each, I believe it was. And there are just some epic homes in this neighborhood. We're talking KGE, Kaanapali Golf Estates. It's a gated community. And then within the gated community, just in case one gate wasn't enough, there's more gates. So you got the summit, you got the pinnacle, and you got Lanikeha. And they're all just like, yes, ah! Awesome, awesome neighborhoods. And Lanikeha has got this beautiful clubhouse with an infinity pool and a workout place. So in case you're like Michael Hart and all you do every day is work out and just stay buff, you got a place to do that right there in Lanikeha, but the clubhouse is nuts. So no clubhouse access, obviously, from this particular neighborhood, but those are the neighborhoods inside of Kaanapali Golf Estates, KGE, and there's a beautiful shot of the sun getting ready to set. This is officially the beginning of your Maui fix. Can you feel your blood pressure just dropping already? I can. Sort of. It is, of course, the island of Lanai. And over here we have a golfer teeing off. Now notice this guy, he's on the $75 a month plan. So if you're a golfer and you like to walk and you like to save some money, you go old school, and for 75 bucks a month, you got all the golf you want on the Kaanapali Kai and Royal course. Pretty cool, huh? So there's 2 18-hole golf courses right here. Next to the golf course right there, of course, is the neighborhood or the complex condos known as the Masters. That's where my mom and dad lived for quite a while. And then within the Kaanapali Golf Estates, you have all these little enclaves, like this little neighborhood. You can't see the sign anymore. But there's basically all these little associations within Kaanapali Golf Estates, and this one is called Kahuakai. Kahuakai. Kahuakai, time to talk to the gardener. But guess what? The bougainvilleas, you're not going to complain about that, right? You can never have enough bougainvillea in your life. So there's all these little kind of subdivisions within the subdivision. But ultimately all falls under the Kaanapali Golf Estates Master Association, I guess you'd call it. So what's the vibe like on Maui? I finally get to the title of the video. Yeah, I think it's I don't know. I think like any post-tragedy, everyone is ebbing and flowing in and out of shock and I don't know. That's what it kind of feels like. Like everyone's kind of trying to get back to normal, but in the back of their mind, all they can really think about is it's hard to believe that this happened to the island and they're still telling their stories, and they're still, slowly but surely, things are coming out. You know, so it's almost like digesting a big meal. It just doesn't happen in 5 minutes. It takes time. And so I feel like people are getting through that process. Seeing tourists again on the island, especially on the west side of Maui, I'll be honest with you, for me is very relieving, because I'm very economically minded in terms of, I know what these businesses put out there in terms of their risk, especially the small to medium-sized business. I'm not too concerned about the big hotel chains, but you know, let's face it, the backbone of America is your small to medium-sized business, right? And those are people that have stretched themselves personally, financially. It's what makes America unique, is we have entrepreneurs that have payrolls and insurance, and they have marketing budgets, and they've got mortgages, and they've got rents and commitments and other employees, the little guy. You know, that's what I think about. And to just shut off the lifeblood of the economy, just like this gate just shut on me and it won't open. Sometimes it senses me, sometimes it doesn't. But that's essentially what you're doing. You're shutting the gate to income if you shut off tourism. And if you guys decide not to come to Maui for a few years and wait to see how it all shakes out, that's not acceptable. If you're a regular Maui visitor, then I think you need to continue your regular Maui visits, and maybe even a little more aggressively, to be honest with you, because let's face it, the average Joe is just gonna kick out. So those that are passionate, that have it in their heart, that have Maui on the mind, in their soul, you know who you are, you gotta kick it into high gear, just like I gotta kick it into high gear. All I've been thinking about is I gotta come back and do some Maui fixes so that I can get everybody back to thinking about coming here and supporting the economy. And it's just, I'm just one little guy, I get it, but everything makes a difference, right? Every person makes a difference. You make a difference. So we got to get there. This reminds me of COVID. During COVID, I used to go over this bridge all the time. And you could tell how many tourists were on the island just by how much traffic was happening on this bridge. So I'm well qualified to make these videos because I did them all through COVID. And guess what? When the island opened up again, you guys showed up in droves, and you started buying real estate like nothing I've ever seen in my entire career. So I know it's within your power. If we could just get these darn interest rates to come down. But I believe we can all pull together and make this happen. I really do. So that's the vibe on Maui, man. It's like, it's the struggle, right? The struggle is real. And then we go through a little flourishing moment, and everything is great. Everything was back to normal, and it was all the roaring 20s, and then boom, we're right back to survival mode. So, but there's nothing scary going on here, man. You just have, matter of fact, the presence of the sheriffs even on the bypass is gone. You just have the checkpoint Charlies at each neighborhood, but the presence of law enforcement has definitely diminished significantly. So that's really nice, you know? That whole vibe is gone. So here we are, guys. We're coming down into Kaanapali. It's the beautiful water features right in front of one of my favorite condos over here, the Royal. And of course we have all of the major hotels. The Hyatt is on that end, that's housing a lot of the survivors of the fire. And then you've got the Marriott and the Kaanapali Ali'i and the Westin. Westin also hosting a lot of survivors. And of course the Whaler, the double towers of the Whaler, the KBH. Hey, did you guys know that at the Kaanapali Beach Hotel we now have the Maui Brewing guys? Did you guys know that? I didn't know that. I mean, I do now, but I didn't know that originally, so we'll go check that out. Hopefully the 5G, 4G, 3G, no G is hanging in there. I have no idea what the picture quality is like, but everything seems to be good on my end. Hopefully the audio's there. The one wheel is spinning. And I don't know, let's go through the Whaler. Let's see if we can pull this off. Actually, you know what? Let's go through Whaler's Village. That's actually better. We'll show you the vibe at the Whaler's Village, then we'll take the boardwalk up to KBH and show you the new Maui Brewing located right on the water. And then you can put Maui Brewing on your place and your list of places to go. After, of course, you like, share, and subscribe to the channel, because being shadow banned is never fun. And don't you worry, guys. I'm here for the long haul. I'm not going anywhere. We will continue to bring awareness to all things Maui. And if you're subscribed to this channel and if you watch it, you are now officially a part of what I've always called the most aloha-infused audience on planet Earth. And if we ever needed you, we need you now. And we thank you for being a part of that audience. And I can tell you that it's a real special group, because nothing ties hearts together more than this island. Okay, so here we are, Whalers Village.
I feel like I'm gonna look pretty gross.
Everything is pretty much open. You got little Denali Pirates. You have, well, we won't talk about them. You got Maui Divers Jewelry, Glass Mango. We have Haagen-Dazs. Now you can just know everyone's eating dinner right now, but in an hour or so, I guarantee you they're all compiling over here to Haagen-Dazs. Got a little Tommy Bahamas. Sunglass Hut closed a little early because it's not sunny anymore. We got a little Johnny Waz. Got some Mashika Jewelry, they're hiring. Got lots of hiring now signs. Tori Richard, Carrie Aloha, Honolulu Surf Company. See, come down here, shopping, open for business, Billabong. Cinnamon Grill, my wife's favorite little store. Soha, excuse me, they should be open, but probably on a bathroom break. Got some Flying Shakas over there. Got the Blue Ginger, got Chapel hats. Martin and MacArthur. Ray-Ban. Olukai. Notice Olukai's got sort of a new font for their brand. I love it. Little Lily Pulitzer, the most colorful store in Whalers. Lululemon. They're publicly traded now, so they don't have to be open anymore. Little Soha Keiki, Kai Aloha Supply, Louis V, of course Monkey Pod, right? See? Can you feel it? Can you feel the vibe? See? It's almost like normal, right? It's almost normal. Leilani's, people waiting, vendors selling. We just missed the sunset picture crowd. They would have all been standing here a few moments ago. Hula Grill to your right, Leilani's to your left. Little Sea Maui. Get your henna, temporary tattoo. We're in between sets, but maybe when we come back we can hear some live Aloha music from the Bradas. Oh no, they are playing, I'm sorry. I didn't hear them singing. So you're feeling it, right? The normalcy, right? That's normal. That was like normal. And then you got some people on the beach. Now, a few weeks ago, there was absolutely nobody on the beach. So yeah, you got some beachgoers, but nothing like the numbers before. I mean, last summer, it was like Christmas every day of the year as far as numbers. I mean, it was like nutty how many people were on Maui. And honestly, those are the kind of numbers I'd like to see again, just to support the island. You've literally come here instead of wherever else you were thinking about going, like Europe or, God forbid, Mexico. Or you just gotta come. And whether you come to West Maui or South Maui, Wailea, Kula, Paia, North Shore, I don't care. That's up to you, man. The whole island needs you, period. So over here we got the Whaler with the iconic whale. We're gonna head down and check out the new Maui Brewing, because I guess hooeyed up and got the heck out of there. We just did miss the sunset. Obviously you saw it from up on the hill. But man, that smells good. These people over here are barbecuing something. There are some steaks and ahi mahi going on that grill right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we are coming up on KBR, Kaanapali Beach Resort. I said KBH. Huh, did they switch it from KBH to KBR? Huh. Or was it always KBR? Man, brain fart. But there it is. Is that really the new Maui Brewing? I just heard about it. I haven't actually been down here, so you and I are discovering this all at the exact same moment. Be pretty funny if it was hooey hooey and I just got some bad intel. It's a great place to get married, by the way. I know they were doing these weddings out here on these lawns, also in front of the Hyatt. Beautiful place. So if you're considering getting married on Maui, I know some great wedding planners, some fantastic photographers that are all just scratching for business. So make your plans. Don't be afraid. Yeah, it is. Look at that. Wow. Just right there. Boom. All right, hit me in the comments if you're as much of a Maui Brewing fan as I am. Of course, I don't drink anymore, but when I did drink, let me tell you what, there was a Maui brew in my hand on the nightly. So what do you guys think, huh? Yes, sir. Maui Brewing, Oceanside, on Kaanapali. Like, you've arrived. Once you've got a restaurant in Waikiki and on Kaanapali Beach, it's like it's official. You are part of Hawaiian business royalty. So here's a beautiful shot of Black Rock. You can just see how nice and calm the water is. Of course, we got the trade winds kind of doing their thing out there, but this is always a nice little bay to come in and do some snorkeling. I don't know about you, but that's always been like the happening spot right there, that little corner. That's where all the happening people are. Because let's face it, man, the Sheraton, it's the original, right? It's the original. It was the hotel. And the cool thing about the Sheraton is even though it was like built in the 60s, it still looks cool today. The architecture is still relevant. It still makes sense. It still looks like something they would have popped up a couple years ago. Whoever the architect was, man. Hats off. And this place has just always had a really nice local vibe, just very nice staff, always very welcoming. You just can't go wrong with the Sheraton, Black Rock, Kaanapali. So what do you guys think, man? Is this cool? Is this good? Is this okay? Is it okay to be normal again? Maybe it's like survivor guilt or something. You just, you know. Uh-oh, what's the Sheraton got going on here with the pool? That's a pool hop buzzkill right there if I ever saw one. Sheesh. But the dive bar is still open. Looking a little slim in there. Now it looks like a real dive bar, doesn't it? There's no action in that place. Or is it the Cliff Dive Bar? I don't know. It's been so long. I haven't been down here in ages. Hey, look, a throwback from COVID. I mean, the pool looks like it's functional. Maybe it's just, maybe people aren't allowed in it. What I heard is some hotels that are housing survivors, they don't allow pool usage. Maybe that's what's going on here. I don't know. Just a nice shot down the beach here. You can see lots of sand. No beach erosion in this area, that's for sure. But you can see just a beautiful Hawaiian night getting ready to unfold. Very relaxed vibe. Everything you'd come to expect if you were to come here on vacation right now. And you're not going to be like scratching over like crazy occupancy rates and, you know, just going to be some good deals. Guarantee. I mean, the room rates were just screaming to the top before, right? So now you've got an opportunity for a nice, normally priced vacation We've got a little bargaining power. The flights are going to be a little more open. I got a really good deal. Of course, my wife and I fly for free because she retired from the airlines, but I still got to pay for my kids. All right, we're just going to continue back because I don't feel like stopping the live, because if you're with me, you're with me. So one of the things I've always said during my lives is kind of long format, kind of Joe Rogan style. We just go, but just pretend like you're just walking along the boardwalk at Kaanapali. I mean, you wouldn't be in a hurry, would you? You'd just be like chilling, just hanging out. No big deal. Just taking it in. It's part of what you do when you come here, right? Just go for walks. Now you're on the one wheel with me, so we're going like twice as fast, so keeps your attention span hopefully engaged. But just kind of live a little vicariously and say, I can envision myself down there in Kaanapali or Wailea. It's the nice thing about the structure of these beach walks is like you can literally string together like oceanfront walking all the way from Honokauai Park. Honokauai, right there at Hono Pi'ilani Park, basically all the way down to Lahaina. You can walk right on the ocean. So that always freaks me out when I see people walking or running on the side of the highway. I'm like, okay, number one, it's a good way to get killed. Number two, why would you walk or run on the highway when you could be like walking or running right here next to the ocean? Weird, huh? Hey, thank you. Appreciate that. All right, so we continue. Got a sunset cruise. Looks like maybe they started off again. That's a good sign. That's a recent development. Gosh, it feels just like COVID. Like, hey, look, they just started doing this again. They just started doing shots over there, I think. Some live music. Lots of people chilling. Look at that. Man, I'm so glad Maui Brewing is down here. So cool.
Oh yeah, not gonna like now because this stuff that like I see.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
I think these are the newly renovated units here at the Kaanapali Beach Resort. Haven't been inside of those yet, but if you have, hit me in the comments. Matter of fact, man, look at all the sunsets are definitely warning now. They're all coming in. Man, nothing like that boat life. But yeah, in the comment section, I always try to shout out everything I can see that's cool and fun to do, but man, you guys know way more than I do. You're the pros. So, in the comment section, if you got something to share, a favorite pastime, cool thing to do in Kaanapali, or a restaurant, or a server, or just anybody or anything, just random thoughts. I don't know about you, but when I watch YouTube, I spend most of my time scrolling comments just to learn cool stuff. It's that audience participation. It's the hui. It's the vibe. It's the aloha. It's the sharing of information and insight and thought that makes it worthy. Oh man, there we go. Nothing like a little sunset hot tub sesh with your favorite buddies or your newest friends.
Eric West.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
How's it? How you doing, man? I'm Eric.
good. Robert.
Robert, how you doing, man?
I've been following you on YouTube.
I'm live, by the way. So anything you want to say to the people on YouTube land?
I just want to say thank you to Eric West for just covering the whole Lahaina fire situation and being on the ground, interviewing the locals. Just a great job.
Cool. Thank you,
Yeah,
man.
because we're freaking.
Where are you guys from?
California, but we come to Maui every year.
Wow. Well, thank you for coming. Like, seriously. That's part of the reason I'm doing these lives again, is I just want to invite people to come and support the economy and don't be.
We want
So how long have you been here now on this trip?
We just flew in yesterday. We'll be here for a week.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Well, thank you so much, man. That means a lot.
It's funny. I was gonna write to you, say, hey, we're in town. I want to meet you. And here you are.
Want to take a picture? Can we take a picture?
Of course. Yeah, you bet. And you get a picture on the live too.
Oh yeah. Well,
We'll reverse the camera. There we go.
Oh, wait.
And then we got like the selfie this way and that way. And then we'll look at your camera. Ready?
Wait.
Okay.
I don't want to be in it.
Okay. You're not in it. Okay.
Okay.
We're just in it.
Are you editing? So I won't be in it.
You want? Well, there might be a small flash.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Awesome.
It's funny.
Awesome.
I've seen you so much. I feel like I know you. You know what I'm saying?
What's your name again?
Robert.
Robert.
Yeah.
Robert. Thank you, sir.
No, thank you for all you're doing.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you guys saying hi, and thank you guys so much for coming to Maui. I seriously appreciate it. Can you invite more people to come?
Yeah, we're here with 4 of the couples.
Are you really?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, so we're trying to
Wow.
help the local economy.
And so far, the video, this title of this video is the vibe on Maui. What's the vibe like so far, in your
Well,
opinion?
we're staying in Kihei this time. Kihei seems to
Okay.
be normal.
Yep.
And then we came to Whalers Village this afternoon. That seems to be normal.
Yeah.
A little bit less crowded, but almost back to
Less people.
We went to
Yeah.
Gazebo for lunch.
and that's not as crowded.
Not as crowded.
Not as crowded. Yeah.
Have you
Usually
been?
there's a line that you'd have to wait like.
Yeah. Have you been to
45 minutes.
Gazebo?
Not recently, but yeah. Normally there's a choke line.
Yes.
People
Yeah,
coming out
there's
in the morning.
Not a long line.
Not a line. Yeah. So it's like you can have a better experience because there's less people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For now, until
For
everyone
now.
comes back.
Yeah.
So better enjoy now.
That's right.
Yeah.
Take advantage of it. And was your room rates good and your flight and all that stuff?
Oh, the flight was
You booked
good.
everything, so
The flight's fine. It was good price, cheap,
Yeah.
cheap fares.
And then
Alaska Airlines.
Alaska, and then was the room rate affordable too? Was that?
We planned this trip a year ago.
Oh, okay,
we
okay.
have our
yeah.
annual empty nesters trip with 3 other couples.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So it's always early in November. So we
Yeah.
already had this planned.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So
Yeah.
you already paid up on that
Yeah.
part, but I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know what the accommodations would be like now.
Yeah.
We already had it.
But we were here with our kids for our annual family weekend. We're here in the first week of August. We actually flew out Sunday, August 6th, 2 days before the fires.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow. So,
So-
you flew out.
flew out.
Flew out. Okay.
It's really surreal for us because the whole week prior, we were on Front Street in Lahaina.
We were just showing the hostess at Leilani's, who was the hostess at Chemo's.
No.
She's the one who got us a table at Chemo's that day.
That's
too.
crazy. You just
So-
saw her here.
Yeah, I just saw her there, and we showed her the picture. She goes, "I remember you." She goes, "I got you that table, and I put it together." I go, "Yeah, we wouldn't have gotten in if it wasn't for you." So,
Wow.
yeah, so it's kind of cool.
Well, that's cool that you got to make a special memory down there right before. Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, I too think about like when was the last time I actually asked my wife today, when was the last time we had a chemo's, and it was when her sister was here, and probably about a month before. So it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
that was
And then
my
we
that was
have
my
pictures
favorite
in front
restaurant.
of- we have pictures in front of
I know, right?
Ululani's.
Ululani's, yeah.
Shave ice.
Yeah,
Shave
yeah.
ice. A couple of them, because we were there like 3 or 4 times.
The
Yeah.
kids love shave ice, so
Yeah.
we're there.
Yeah.
And then did you notice that Maui Brewing is down here instead of Hui Hui now?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah, that's what I was just
Oh,
showing him. So that's
okay.
Maui Brewing now.
Okay.
Oh, I know. Oh, well, that I know.
Oh, you knew that?
Because,
Okay.
well, but I didn't know it was there before.
Oh no, it was Hui Hui before.
Yeah, okay.
Here's additional information. My wife works for EPA, so she's been here 4 weeks. What? It's okay.
I don't want to be on camera.
No, you're not on camera.
No, because Eric's, he's, you just want to find out what's going on.
Of course,
Well, yeah. Well, then
yeah.
you know the EPA is already here.
Oh yeah, yeah. Did they start putting the stuff down yet?
Yes, they have. And
They
there's
have.
like they have fact sheets and all of that if you're interested.
Oh, okay.
The office is up at the Westin. So
Oh,
if you
okay.
have questions, you can always run in there and ask them for,
Okay,
for
cool.
information and yeah.
I'll do that.
Help
Yeah.
people help inform people.
Help people understand what's going
Yeah,
on.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I want to go get some pictures of it too.
Yeah.
Is it pink?
I don't know.
No,
I
okay.
didn't. I work at the office. I don't
Okay.
go out in the field. So,
Okay.
but if you have questions, they have an office. You
Okay,
can
all
stop
right.
by.
I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Cool,
They're
cool.
closed now, right? They're open
Oh, yeah,
from
yeah.
9
Yeah,
to 5.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, there should be someone in there.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, thanks again, guys.
Hey, Eric.
Yeah,
All right.
you
Nice to
bet.
meet you.
You bet. Much
Nice to
aloha.
meet you.
Yes. Oh, we can shake. All right. It's not COVID. I forgot. No.
All
All right.
take
Much
care.
aloha. Take care. Thanks again, man. I really appreciate it.
Sorry, we're coming.
Coming through.
Jesus.
All right, guys. Well, that was fun. Got some good information there. Very good examples of dedicated, loyal Maui tourists. And very thankful. So keep the aloha spirit coming. Keep your airline tickets booked. And no matter what you do, share the message, share the thought, the vibe, because it's very, very important. Cannot stress that enough. All right, is this okay with you guys so far? Is this cool? We just continue on. All right, we're gonna zip on through. So you can get a little bit of sense of the numbers. And this is obviously not a.
Jesus Christ.
This is not a weekend or anything like that. Just another normal weekday. Oh, this is a good song right here. Yes,
Welcome everyone to the Youngins on the Beach. This is White Law Rider on the guitar. Aloha, my name is Marja. We'll be here till about 8 o'clock. Sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Sunrise tour? Whoa. So Weston over here on your left. Looks like they haven't opened up the restaurant yet here, but the Vai Coco was, I think, just working on getting established, but very beautiful setting, and hopefully they'll be back open again soon.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, it's all right, no worries.
Go for it. Yeah,
Thank you. This is nice. They got these lounges down here in the sand and the little fire pits. It's a nice touch. Ah, the Westin. Probably the most hot pool for my kids growing up. I love the Westin pool, man. They've only been kicked out like half a dozen times. They know all my kids by name. Not anymore though, they all grew up. But Hunter would probably still get busted if he went in there.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no worries. So if you're just joining the live, thanks for tuning in. We're down here at Kaanapali Beach on the west side of Maui, just north of Lahaina. Just kind of showing you the vibe, what it's like right now. So hopefully you'll see that it's relatively normal and a good opportunity to start planning your winter migration away from the cold. I was on the mainland for a few weeks and I got to experience 22-degree weather, and I was like, that's real. It's like walking through an ice bath. I'm like, you guys are tough. I don't know how you do it. It's like you're part Eskimos, really. And that's why you need to come to Maui to defrost. And I can tell you one thing, when I jumped, I literally ran off the airplane like, oh, and that humid air hit me. And I was like, oh, thank you, Lord.
Should I go through the sand?
If it's really hard packed
Not like
sand, it
this,
will.
though.
Yeah, no. This will just bog out.
Is that a 5?
Uh,
Osmo 5?
no, actually, this is a, I don't know what, no, this could be the 4, I think.
Oh, okay.
Wow. You know what an Osmo is? I'm pretty
Well,
impressed.
mine's getting repaired.
Is that a,
Oh.
what's it called?
Yeah, Osmo. It's a gimbal that balances your.
Yeah, you
video
put
on
the
your phone.
phone on there, and then no matter where
Yeah.
you move it, it kind of gives it smooth.
It does look a
it
little
tracks.
different than mine.
You know, the newest one is just not as powerful. The motor is smaller, and I don't know, it's just kind of skinnier. So I actually like
Well,
this one
I
better.
think what happened with mine is they have a. So I had a one, or I think it was the early one,
Yeah.
and it was in a hard case. And the new one, or the 5, was in like just this little bag.
Uh-huh.
And I think what happened is it got turned on in the bag just because you know I had
Yeah,
it
the
stuffed in a
button, yeah.
backpack, and then it caused a problem for the gimbal. So the gimbal won't. When I turn it on, the gimbal just goes.
Oh, yeah.
So I have it sent in. They said they can fix it. I got the email back. It's $45 to fix it,
Oh,
so I'll
that's
get it
not bad.
fixed.
You should get
instead
the
of
new.
buying a
You should
one.
get the new Pocket 3. It just came out. Have you heard of that thing?
I have.
It's a 1-inch
I
sensor. The
have.
thing is nuts.
You're being recorded.
I want one
No
real
worries.
bad. Well, no,
Yeah.
it's just the
Yeah,
just the
that's true.
sunset.
He's not
Right?
in
We
the
love
frame.
we love the Osmo.
We were just talking about the Osmo. So what
Oh,
are you
yeah.
using? Is this your microphone?
Yeah, this is the DJI wireless mic right here. So it's right here
Oh,
with
nice.
with the
Okay.
dead cat on it or whatever, so
Yeah.
you get the wind. Yeah.
Nice.
So we've got a.
So you're doing that and your one wheel. I'm very impressed.
Same time. Yeah, isn't that amazing?
no, the windows are awesome. One wheel.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Do you have a
from
channel?
here?
I'm from here. Yeah.
Do you have
Yeah.
a channel?
Yeah, Hawaii Real Estate O-R-G.
Okay.
Okay. Why
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Check
we're-
that
Got my
out.
Yeah, I'm actually live right now.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
see that.
How many
Nice.
people? How many people we got watching?
Hi everybody.
Here, we'll say hi.
We're
You
visiting
want to
from
say hi?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Hey everybody. We're visiting from Oregon.
Oregon. What part?
We're in Southwest Oregon.
Southwest Oregon.
Medford.
Medford.
We have
All
great
right.
wine country, great skiing, great rivers. All times of year. We're
Don't
great.
you have good windsurfing somewhere too?
We do up in Portland.
Portland.
Yep,
Okay.
on the Hood River.
Hood River. Hood River. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Hood River's awesome.
Hey everybody. Hope you're enjoying this YouTube video.
So what's the vibe like on Maui right now? How would you describe it?
You know, I've only been to Maui once, and I certainly noticed that there's a different vibe. I'm retired out of the fire service, and we've had a fire
way.
similar to this that moved through our community, although we did not have the life loss. So I'm very thankful for that in our community, and I'm very sad for that here in Maui. But we lost 2,700 homes and
Wow.
about 300 businesses, and so we understand this. And I would say that I'm feeling it, and I'm glad to see somewhat of a revival, but I certainly have the empathy for what's going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of normal, but then there's kind of this other thing. It's kind of hard to explain. you
Yeah,
know?
I certainly don't see the number of tourists that we've seen on other islands when we've been there this time of year. We're here for a conference, and
Oh, okay.
normally it's a little busier, but I also realize that where we're staying, this is the first week of folks coming back. So, and they're hosting a lot of the fire victims, which is great.
Oh, you're seeing them in the hotels?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
greatly appreciate that they're doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Have you had a chance to talk to any of them, or do you just kind of?
You know, we've talked to a couple people, mostly the employees that work there, and the first day that we came in, we heard one of the stories, and I had tears afterwards because you know, this was a big event. I mean, this is tough to go through, and recovery is going to take a long time. And you know, for me personally, I look at this and I said to my husband the first night, I said, well, maybe I don't need to buy anything. Maybe we just tip better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good way to
So,
look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just spread the aloha with
Yeah.
greenbacks.
So one of the other things that we're looking at doing is adding food for the displaced pets.
Yeah.
So we talked to a gal this morning that's been gathering food for the
From the Humane Society.
for the Humane
Oh, okay.
Society.
Yeah.
So she said we were going to lean toward the dogs, but she said we're really slight on the
It's all about the cats, yeah, yeah.
So we're gonna bolster their cat resources.
Oh, that's great.
In the next day or so. So
Yeah, there was a lot of cats that were trapped in Lahaina. I did a video on that actually, and
Yeah.
they had a hard time getting them out and getting them fed and just dealing with them because they're scared and they run. And,
absolutely.
yeah, so it's a real challenge, those cats, man.
Right.
So-
And we've seen several around the hotel, which are
Yeah.
and they're beautiful.
They're
and
fat,
just-
right?
Well, they're
Oh, yeah.
very well fed.
Oh
so-
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, during COVID, they almost all starved because there was no tourists here.
Yeah.
But then there's all these, they're usually women that are just running around in these cars, and the back of the cars are just full of cat food, and they would just feed them all these colonies. It's amazing.
So we noticed that last year when we were in Kauai, or in Kona. It's in Kona, they had little areas that they were feeding, all the homeless cats.
Yeah.
Which is pretty awesome.
It is, yeah. Well, that's great you guys have a heart for the animals,
Absolutely.
man. Yeah, you got to.
And the people.
Of course, yeah.
We were here for a conference. We were a little hesitant to come here because of the devastation, but it's like they opened it up, so we said, let's go and let's just open it up to the. We're gonna over tip everyone.
Right.
And make it right for.
A good way to look at it is it's sort of like you get a little vacation, but then you can also do almost like this. Yeah. Not activism, but some kind of
it's
like
a mini stimulus.
Right, you're like doing something to help, like it's almost like a missions trip, but it's also a vacation, right? So it's like kind of.
I hope that us being here helps the island of Maui.
And we're
does.
The Lahaina
and we're trying to pay. And we're trying to pay things a little bit forward. So
Absolutely. Yeah. There's no question it helps because all these hotels, all these condos, all these restaurants, everything depends on tourism. It's like an 80% like effect, on the economy. So there's just no question that we need you guys and we need all of you guys to hurry up and come.
Cool.
And make your travel plans.
Say your YouTube channel again.
HawaiiRealEstate.org, or you just put in Eric West. I'm easy to remember because my last name is West, and then the west side of Maui, Eric West. But thank you guys for appearing.
Love to you all.
Aloha.
We appreciate the aloha. Yeah.
Thank you guys for speaking out, and thank you for supporting the island.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Until next
Thanks,
time.
Eric.
All right, you bet. Take care.
Bye.
See you guys. All right. See? Kind of normal, right? But with a twist. And the twist is you can come here and help in whatever way God tells you to help. And that's it. So it's just not the normal vacation where you're just like indulging. You can still do that, don't worry. Indulging's okay. But just indulge in supporting and giving and sharing and hugging and tipping, and indulge in just like knowing that you're just being here supports an island that needs you. And also spreading the message, right? Because this has all just been utterly forgotten in the midst of everything going on in the world. And what I think is probably some kind of a cover-up. I mean, I was one of the few guys with a Starlink internet connection and doing lives almost daily during the fire time. But if you put in any of those videos, I don't show up anywhere, right? It's just mainstream media, MSM, everywhere. So, yeah, it's just wild what's going on. But at a grassroots level, with you and me and everybody watching this, we can change, we can make it better, we can share, we can put the word out. And that's how America works anyway, right? They just got levers on us somehow, but the levers can be fought. That lever that they have, the media lever, the oligarchy lever, the authoritarian lever, but we can counter the lever because we are the 30,000 prisoners being controlled by the two guards and that lever. So we can just exercise our muscle, our freedom, land of the free, home of the brave. You just gotta be a little brave. You just gotta exercise your freedom. You also gotta know your rights. Like, I literally been learning all about the Freedom of Information Act and how the people in the government, they work for us. Oh, really? I didn't know that. And all those documents, they belong to us. And they have to hand them over. Wow, what a concept. Yeah, and matter of fact, if you Google Freedom of Information Act, Hawaii, there's a document that they put out for the USIP, whatever, the Uniform, whatever, Information Privacy, whatever. There's a document. I don't remember it exactly. But they start the document out by saying this. They quote the Hawaii Constitution, and it says, I'm going to paraphrase this horribly, but it says that the responsibility of the government lies with the individual and the individual's ability to have access to information so that they can hold the government accountable. It's a horrible I didn't quite hit the quote, but I hit the essence of it. The essence of it was this Hawaiian government document says the reason we are giving you access to information is because the whole government hinges on the individual responsibility of the citizens to hold it accountable by getting access to the information. So I know it's kind of a weird way to end the live, but the bottom line is this: together, with knowledge and power and bravery and courage and a little hard work, a little elbow grease, we can figure this thing out together. Easy. We got this. So anyway, don't know how I went down that rabbit trail, but it's a really important one. So, and by the way, releasing information to the public does not mean you give over just a few minutes of some 911 calls or some body cam footage, just a few minutes, right? You can't just edit out stuff. You got to hand it all over. Can someone say all? So that's what we're shooting for, all. So if you're a freedom fighter, if you're somebody out there that has done this before or knows anything about it, let's go. The more people that are asking for information, the more pressure, the more they have to disclose what happened. And it's our information, it's our government. They work for us, they're public servants. So, I know, I just want to do a normal live and just talk about Maui and sunsets, and there I go. But let's not forget the really important things too, so that we can continue to do this and the keiki and generations can continue to come here, and you can continue to come here and enjoy the freedoms, because if we don't protect them and fight for them, someone's going to take them away. Can I get an amen? All right, guys, well, it's obviously pitch black dark out. Yes, I still got the Maui gyms on, because that's how I roll, baby. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Share, like, subscribe, support, help, come to Maui, and never lose the aloha spirit, no matter what. That positive vibe. They'll try to take it from you. Trust me. Don't let it happen. And that's what I got for you. Much aloha. Last shot is of the blue sunset cruise coming in. Do you wish you were on that boat right now with a Mai Tai in your hand, some toes in your sand, and the salt air crustifying in the back of your ear, thinking about your plans for tomorrow, swimming with dolphins, listening to whales, watching rainbows pop, and savoring the best white fish you'll ever find on planet Earth, which is ahi, mahi, sashimi, ono. Leilani's. I'm telling you, man, you eat upstairs at Leilani's. Eat downstairs is good too, but man, the fish upstairs is so good. Delectable. And I think sorry guys, I think the chefs have a little more time to prep it, so it's just even like better now than it's ever been. It's just, the food is just top notch. Ate there last night, like every bite I just savored. Uh-oh, here comes the cops. You watch, I'm going down. I'm out. See, I'm learning. I'm getting better. Barely. All right, guys. Thanks again. Till next time. Eric West out. Maui Dan, I'm still thinking about you, man. We're still here. I know. Jack Frost is on your nose, and you'll be knee-deep in snow and whacking that windshield. Because I know, I was just there. That's painful. You guys are tough. So come to Maui and defrost soon. Eric West out. Yes. Where's the button?